Well, Oscar by Theo Morrison is a next installment for our American Repertoire Program, and this is our commitment to really develop a canon of new work that will hold its own to the classical repertoire.
When Theo came to me to ask, subject matter, my comment to him was not so much about a historical figure, but something that had an edge to it.
And David Daniels, as our preeminent countertenor today, really does a marvelous job of creating that aura of who Oscar Wilde was in society.
He brought so many different layers to this man. The wit, the sensitivity, the vulnerability, the passion, and he sounded divine in this role.
This is a story about Oscar not being necessarily only a victim, but that he's a heroic character.
We all come to the opera knowing what we believe we know about Oscar Wilde, and I think one of the best aspects of this piece is we see a human side of Oscar.
Ada's a mother, she's a writer, she's a very strong woman. Bill, also for me, his voice is so beautiful.
Of course you know that modesty is the proper fig leaf of ugliness.
Frank is actually quite an operatic character in his own right. He's a remarkable guy who was an Irish expat, became an American, got a law degree in Kansas, was a cowboy for a while out in the West, but was a very dear friend of Oscar Wilde's. And to have the character of Bosie danced in this production makes that relationship incredibly emotional at a very, very visceral level. So we're not lost in discussion and wordplay, but that it literally becomes something so internal and so emotionally fraught.
What I hope the audience takes away from this is a story that is relevant today.
This opera takes place just before the trial and subsequent imprisonment of Oscar Wilde.
The unbelievable situation that a man found himself in for being in love with another man.
There is almost nothing more relevant in society, and if the arts don't bring that relevancy to our audience, we're not doing our job.
It makes people think, and it makes people leave the theater changed.